I want to thank Brian for stopping by, joined now by head football coach Rob Smith of the HSU Lumberjacks. Well, Coach, you've had time to reflect now on that loss at Dixie State the other night. Does it sting any less? What are your thoughts now as you reflect back, as it's now farther back in the rearview mirror?
Well, what I thought Saturday night, what I think today, we let one get away. We had our chances and played hard, not necessarily smart at some points, but did play hard and just as we've talked, JB, you got to find a way to make the plays when plays have to be made. Too many times settling for field goals when we need to get touchdowns. Another one of those games where you can point to a lot of different parts of the game or specific plays that really swung the game away from us. So it stings. We let one get away, and like every game, win or lose, we got to learn from it and get ready for the next opponent.
Now, as coaches, I know you guys you're focused on 60 minutes. Now, as the radio guy and the fans, we start thinking 9 minutes left, 10-point lead. We're winning this game, and we start to accept that. As a coach and staff, do you guys ever privately think to yourself, okay, we've got this one?
Not until the game's over. Okay. I mean, we had points, certainly with a 10-point lead, 12 minutes to go, a very critical possession for our defense. And if we're able to get a stop right there, it's going to take 3-4 minutes off the clock. The ball goes back to our offense. You figure they'll have the ball for another 3 minutes or so. Now you got to lead with under 5. And we weren't able to do that. We gave up a critical drive at a critical time. But other than that drive, I thought our defense played really well. They're undermanned right now. Justin Hornsby's out. Bubba Reynolds played the opening play and went out with a hip injury sustained in the Menlo game. Really, our offense is what we have to get going and develop more consistency, and we're just not doing that at this point. So I thought our defense played well. That one drive being the exception, I would say, and offensively, we're just not clicking the way an offense needs to.
So obviously you take a lot of pride in the offense. You call the plays. What sort of things do you think you need to do as an offense to play more consistent and put together a fourth quarter drive that can win a game?
It starts with myself calling plays. We got to look at it, and my job as play caller is to put these players in position to make the plays, and we did not do that well enough on Saturday, and then the mistakes have got to be eliminated, whether they be the interceptions that we throw, the turnovers. Obviously those are critical. We also, we get the ball back after Dixie goes down and score. We still got the lead. It's a 20-17 game. We come out first down, boom, holding penalty. Now we're sitting at 1st and 20, and there's not a lot of things on the play card for 1st and 20. And so we are putting ourselves in too many of those long yardage situations. The final interception thrown by Mike was a 3rd and 17 play, and the lost yardage coming because of a sack. So it's a combination of our inability to protect on a consistent basis, penalties at critical times, and then obviously the interceptions need to be cleaned up.
Okay, quarterbacks, they get the glory and they get the blame. Part of the position. Mike Prue, is he on a bit of a hot seat? Are we going to see more Chris Bolt as we look forward? Or what kind of, if you can, tell us what you've discussed with your quarterbacks and your team?
We need to get Chris Bolt on the field. We really do. And a lot of that is Chris at practice. He needs to practice a little bit better and more consistently and show us that that's where he deserves to be out there. Everybody has seen his ability in terms of his scramble or his ability to run. He's very inconsistent right now in terms of his passing, and that's just something we're continuing to work on. That and his understanding of our offense. It's been a little bit slow to come, but I think he's better at that. So, and that's not to say Mike is on a hot seat. He's not. Mike Prue is our starting quarterback. We just need to get Chris Bolt more time.
Okay, on the road this week, again, as you finally finish up this 3-game road trip, and you look to go 2-1 on the road trip, which, that's a great 3-game road trip at Azusa Pacific, a team that got on the win column last week. Let's start with the travel, though. It's a quick week for your guys. This past Sunday, bad enough you're coming back from Las Vegas after the trip, after the tough loss. Bus breaks down in Lake County, Ukiah, something like that. You don't get home till like 7 o'clock Sunday. I mean, that really turns into a 24-hour travel, and it wasn't first class on, some fancy airline or something.
No, it was not, and it's again, we've talked about it. You live in Arcata, California, and this is what we have to deal with. We played a night game in St. George, Utah. Bus back to Las Vegas, got into Vegas just after midnight. We have an 8 a.m. flight, so there's no point getting a hotel. So we did not sleep that night. Everybody just stayed up, and we had to be at the airport at 6 a.m. And then with the bus breaking down, didn't get back till almost 7 o'clock Sunday night, and now we turn around and we'll have another 26 to 28 hours on a bus coming up here from the time we leave to head down to Azusa to come back. We'll get back, again, we play a night game down there. We'll get back sometime Sunday afternoon. And I'll tell you what, it's kicked my butt.
Yeah.
It really has. It just, and I hope the players are a little more resilient than the old coaches, but it is not an easy thing. That being said, it's the hand we're dealt, and we have to, make sure we go back to practice, have a good practice week, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, as we look at it, and then leave Thursday to head down. So that's the plan, but we're gonna have to deal with it and be at our best come Saturday. Azusa's coming off their first win, and I think a win that gave them a lot of confidence, and I know they get excited to play Division II Humboldt State, play up a level. So.
And at home, they've always tended to play well down in Azusa. Having that said, home. Almost a home away from home. This will be your first trip down with Humboldt State. I don't know if you made it down to Western, but obviously California, a lot of folks in Southern California. The good news is there should be a lot of Lumberjack fans out at Azusa.
It's what they tell me, and I have not played at Azusa before, but we have a lot of players. And I know a lot of alumni that are in Southern California, a lot of players from Southern California. They tell me that our fans will outnumber the Azusa fans. So we're going to need that support, and it's not going to be an easy trip, not going to be an easy game, but I'm looking forward to going down there, and the way you deal with the disappointment of last Saturday is you take care of business the next Saturday. That's this week against Azusa Pacific, and we hope to do that.
Yeah, we look forward to do that. Of course, if you can't make it down and be one of those alums, well, of course, you can always check out the action on ESPN Sports Radio 1340 AM as a Saturday night action. Actually, Tag Watherspoon will fill in for me, so that should be fun. Hopefully, Coach, your post-game show won't go 3 hours, but hey, hopefully we'll be celebrating a win, so it won't maybe be long enough. Coach, thank you so much, and we always appreciate your time here on Humboldt State tonight. All right, there's head football coach Rob Smith. More HSU tonight coming up right after these messages.
Everybody's heard about cash for clunkers, but what about your clunker furniture? Trade-in days are here at Vern's Furniture. In with new furniture and out with your old. Trade in your old sofa. Get $100 to $300 toward the purchase of a new one. Trade in your old recliner. Get $50 to $75 toward the purchase of a new one. Trade in that old sectional. Trade in that old dining set. Trade-in days are here at Vern's Furniture, 5th and G Streets, downtown Eureka. Voted #1.
Dustin, what are you doing on the field?
Lumberjack for life.
But you don't play for the Lumberjacks anymore.
Look, HSU football gave me and my teammates a great college experience and prepared us for life off the field. By going to hsujacks.com, click on Donate, then click on JFan, I Can Give, so you and our future teammates can better experience life as a Jack. And it's so easy, even a football player could do it.
Join the tradition of Jacks football. Become a teammate at hsujacks.com.